Good morning. Welcome back to the Morning Drive. 7:35 now on this Wednesday, the 26th day of July, and we are flying through the month of July now. Hey, welcome back to the Morning Drive this morning. We've got some guests joining us in studio from Conger LP Gas. You've heard us talk about them recently, and of course, their contact and where you can reach them. Of course, their Tifton number is probably the best way to get in touch with them, 229-386-5574. But they're all over the place. Joining us in studios, Dan Richardson, the CEO of Conger LP Gas. Dan, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
And, you know, we were just talking about during the break, the LP gas industry. It seems to be under attack by our administration now, the president, about how terrible, you know, gas stoves are. Gas water heaters now are kind of under attack as well.
Yes, that's right.
LP gas is a clean burner, right?
Yes, I mean, absolutely. You can. It's even used in school buses.
Yeah,
and it's the tests have shown low emissions, low carbon. But I mean, it's really an attack on our choices as citizens to make our own choices of what we're going to do. I hate to say it, but it's almost another example of, okay, Big Brother knows best.
Yeah, and I think obviously LP gas, people use it in their gas when I'm thinking of barbecues and things like that. I mean, I have a camper. We have our gas stove in our camper. We use gas heat in that. We cook on our Blackstone grill and things like that. It is something that's not going away. Why is it that that Congress, or not necessarily Congress, but this administration thinks that it's such a terrible thing? Well,
they are on an agenda.
Yeah.
To be quite honest with you, because our association that's located in Washington, D.C., the National Propane Gas Association, I'm a board member on that. They will tell you that this administration is totally different than anyone that's ever been in there.
Yeah.
But, you know, I'm all for saving the environment. And,
sure.
And propane has been a clean burning fuel for years. And the other neat thing about it is that people don't realize is 95% of the propane that's used in America today comes from America. So we don't have to, and the other
we're not importing it. Yeah,
well, yeah. The other 5% comes out of Canada.
Wow.
So you know, it's not somebody that's threatening us.
Yeah. So even amongst all this too, this is we're talking about U.S. jobs.
Absolutely, you are. I mean, and so many. The thing about the propane industry is this: by and large, I mean, probably 65% of our membership in the National Propane Gas Association are mom and pop operations or independent operations. Yeah. And that's the heartbeat. I mean, just like with us, we have 35 employees, you know, about to add a couple more, so say 37.
Yeah.
And, you know, we're in 35 counties in South Georgia. So, you know, we buy vehicles, we buy groceries, pay taxes, all those things. And, you know, so there you go.
Yeah, and Conger LP Gas, you've been around for about 34, 35 years. This is not something that just pops up overnight.
No.
Most of our LP companies around our local area, too, they've been established businesses.
That's right.
And you guys, as you said, cover, what, 34 counties?
About 35 counties altogether. We have 4 offices. We're in Tifton, Moultrie, Sylvester, and Vidalia.
Yeah.
So.
Now, I did mention, because we do have listeners in North Florida, you don't cross the line into Florida due to licensing, right?
Yeah. We don't go across just yet. Hopefully that be something in the future. But we've been in. Actually, and this is something people don't know. I mean, we've been in Lowndes County actually most of those 34 years. Mostly it was up around Hayhira.
Right.
But we've been really concentrating about the last 3 years in this area, and I would say the majority of the builders in this area do business with us. And so even though we don't have an office here yet, I mean,
and the other thing about LP gas for me, or whether you're talking natural gas or LP gas, for your cooking needs, I mean, that's a great selling point. I think if you like to cook, like I said, I almost would rather go to my camper and cook on my gas stove as I would to cook inside, because it's so controllable.
Right.
And it's just much more convenient, I think.
Oh yeah, I mean, and so do most Americans, and that really caught the consumer agency that was going to jump on gas stoves to start with. Was really surprised at how many people rebelled against it and came out. I forgot what the number was that contacted them, and so that's why they backed off. And suddenly, all of a sudden, we have the Department of Energy that's wanting to talk about efficiencies.
Well, in a lot of these new homes, I do some work outside of this. After I do this, I do some outside work that allows me to go and see a lot of our homes, and especially new construction things. The tankless water heaters.
Oh yeah.
With LP gas are becoming more and more popular. It's so efficient. Mm-hmm. And again, you're using a clean burning fuel. Are you seeing an increase in those as well?
Oh gosh, yes. We used to, when they first came out, people thought they were new. But here's the thing about it. When they first started appearing on the landscape here in America, probably about 20-something years ago, they had already been over in Europe and Japan, Asia for 35, 40 years. But we sell a huge amount of them. In fact, the propane companies in Georgia, we probably sell and install more than anybody else with it. So our guys know what they're doing with it. We use Renai because we have such a great relationship with them. I mean, and that's what we love about it. I mean, I can pick up this. The CEO of Renai North America has my cell phone number. I have his.
Yeah, there you go.
And they're just a great company to do business with.
Now, Conger Gas, you guys, you have to deliver the fuel to a tank and things like that. I remember back in the day, a lot of people used to have these buried tanks and things. You don't do those anymore.
Oh, no. Yes, we do.
Do you really?
Oh,
so you can have a tank put into the ground?
Oh, yeah. If you go out to Kinderloo now, we have a ton of tanks in Kinderloo and other places around in Lowndes County and into this area.
Well, maybe it was just because they were older tanks that people would get a little upset about. But it is such a, because somebody will say, well, I don't like that tank on the side of my house or something like that. So there are options.
Oh, there's options. Oh, yeah, absolutely. We can bury the tank for you. And the cool thing is like a 120-gallon tank, which is what we use a lot of times for the tankless water heaters. You can put it in a place right behind bushes. It only stands 5 feet tall. I mean, no, it's not even 5 feet tall. It's 35 inches tall.
Oh, okay.
Less than 3 feet. So you can camouflage it real easy. And the nice thing about it is we come out and look at what you're doing.
Right. So again, as part of your service, if you have LP gas from Conger Gas, you guys have a regular rotation. You go out and check the usage on the tank. Are they using more than they maybe thought they would? Do you keep that filled up? How does that procedure work?
Oh, we have we call it a big on a route. We want to make it easy for you.
Sure, I think that's the thing is you want to make it simple.
That's right. And so, and nowadays we even put monitors on the tank so that we can know it. We get emails 2 or 3 times a day and tells us, what your usage is.
Yeah.
And so, we can provide that and put it. In fact, we offer discounts if you let us do that. We offer discounts if you pay within 24 hours. I mean, you can save up to 30 cents a gallon if you do that. So there's a lot of options that we have there. And I mean, I really love the Valdosta area because it's very special to me. We lived here. My wife and I lived here for about 7 years. I graduated from Valdosta State. When I was in the grocery business, the old pig over between Bemis and Ashley. That's where I was at. And then when Remington, the Piggly Wiggly opened there, I helped open that store way back a few years ago. And our oldest son was born in Valdosta.
Now, you bring up the cost. Effectively, I mean, we've seen, I opened my electric bill and it's gone up. I'm not using it any more than I think that I used last year, but it's significantly more increased. LP gas, what kind of cost are we looking at? And I'm not going to hold you to what's it cost per gallon, but is it equivalent to or better than maybe the electricity that we would use for the same appliances?
Well, I'll give you an example. And I think this resonates with people a lot more with it. When I put in my tankless water heater, and this was back in 2008 when rates were lower on electricity, and I had 2 girls at home at the time, one in high school, one in college, so you can imagine what they would use. I took our electric water heater out, put the gas one in, and our electric bill went down $60 a month. Now we're having people tell us that it's as much as $100 a month that it takes out whenever they took out their 40-gallon electric water heater. So
and now most people aren't even using 40-gallon. They're going to 50 and 70 and 80-gallon tanks.
Oh yeah, they are.
So so you can actually save even more by a family of 4 or 5 now will be looking at minimum a 50-gallon tank.
Oh yeah, absolutely they will, and a lot of times they have 2 or 3.
Probably so. Well, Dan, you guys, like I say, have a great presence here in Valdosta, and you guys are always willing to help your clients and your customers. You've already been here established. It's not like we're just saying, hey, you're brand new in Valdosta. Some good stuff. Also joining you in studio is Kirsten. Kirsten, when people call that number, 229-386-5574, are they getting you?
Well, sometimes they might be, but we do have a great group of customer service representatives that are there and experts.
Yeah.
They're trained. They know exactly how to help you. So, but sometimes they might get me.
Sometimes they might get you. Kirsten, are you seeing an increase in the popularity of LP gas then?
For sure. Yeah. Absolutely. And I think my job as the director of marketing and PR is easy because our folks do a great job, but also the product that we give is great. So the word of mouth, I get to use the testimonials and share. It's straight from our customers,
right?
Their experience. So it's great.
Now you all have a website, I guess, CongerLPGas.com.
We do.
So you're kind of covering that side of it.
Absolutely. And we have a Facebook page and an Instagram, Conger LP Gas. You can find us. And one thing y'all didn't touch on is we are very much involved in our community as well.
Oh, thank you.
We have events. We have a demonstration kitchen in Tifton where we hold kids classes and cooking classes, and it's not too far to head up 75 and check that out. So we are all about our community and giving back to our customers, and you can find all that information about what we do at CongerLPGas.com or on Facebook or on Instagram.
Great, Kirsten. And Dan, that's something else too, I think, as Kirsten brought up, that the fact that you can show people the benefits of LP gas.
Oh, and we can do that easily with it. And it's very, very simple to do. And I'm going to piggyback on something else you was talking about community involvement. We're very involved down in this area in the Home Builders Association.
Yeah.
So a lot of things that they do, we're a part of it.
Yeah. And I tell you what, check out CongerLPGas.com. Give them a call, 229-386-5574, and find out what LP Gas can do for your home. And you all do in some of your areas too. You do fill tanks, right? If you got a 20-gallon, 20-pound, 40-pound, 100-pound tank, things like that. So that's available as well.
Absolutely, yes.
Now, do you have a location in Valdosta to do that, or is that something that you're hoping to add?
Not yet. We're working on that right now as we speak. So So hopefully maybe one day not too long in the future we can come back and
not to pick on those easy, bring your empty bottle, grab a new one. It's better to fill your tanks than to buy those, probably.
Oh, gosh, yeah, because here's the thing about it. It's a 20-pound cylinder, and that means it's supposed to hold 20 pounds.
Right.
If you look, they will tell you on the front there's only 15 pounds in there.
Yeah. So, it's a little more cost-effective, too, to fill those tanks up.
Absolutely.
So your offices, like say, in Moultrie, Tifton, Vidalia, and where did I leave out? Sylvester. You can fill tanks there.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, Dan, again, thanks for joining us. It's great to meet you. And Conger LP Gas, like I said, I've seen their name for many, many years. And like I said, well established. Kirsten, again, too, all of you, thank you for joining us.
Absolutely.
All right. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back after this. You're listening to The Morning Drive.